So today I'm going to review this lens. It's called a Moment lens and it fits very nicely onto my iPhone case here. I'm just going to do a little review on about why I use this and how I'm using it for my vlogging. The one thing I really do like about this lens here is it is quality. It feels heavy in the hand. I know you pay a lot more, but it is a quality piece of glass, which is better than what I have been using in the past. Is one of these sort of clip-on sort of lenses, which is much cheaper. These are like 25 quid as opposed to probably more like 130, 140 pounds. Now the difference with these, it does come with a case. Now the difference between having a clip-on lens is that when you try and clip it on, it's a little bit of hit and miss if you line it up properly or not. And if you miss, it looks horrible. It just looks blurred on the edges and soft and blah. And my other bit of advice is, if you're going to buy a clip-on lens, a good place to start is don't go really cheap, alright, because the cheaper the glass, it looks horrible. This is really good. It comes with a case, a nice solid case, because why this works so well is you can actually, it's nice, the case, you actually screw it into the case slightly. It's not a clip on, you just screw it into the case slightly, which means it's a very snug fit. It means it's perfectly aligned, and so the image quality is really good. The only disadvantage is obviously you've got to buy a particular case with it. Though the case is very solid, you know, the issue I've had, if you're using this Rode ME L, the case, it's a little bit, it won't fit. Alright, if you're using this particular mic in the film, if I take that apart, it just won't fit into it. So you have to buy this little extension. I suppose it's on Amazon, and I'll put the link in the post, where it just clips on here, which means the mic can fit in there like that. So I'm going to take it for a road test. I'm going for a walk in Richmond Park. This is one of the places I love to come for a walk a few times a week. It's going to show you the difference between the different lenses and cameras on the phone. I'm using an iPhone XR, and this is the front-facing camera, so I can actually see the screen there. I'm trying not to look at it. I'm looking at the little black dot on the right-hand side. Now this is without the Moment lens. You can see it's in my hand, and I often find that when people do this sort of talking to camera like this, quite often it feels a little bit too close, and sometimes you don't want to be too close when you feel the frame so much. I'm fortunate, I've actually got long arms, so I can probably hold it a bit further away, but ultimately you want to be comfortable in the arm, and you've got to remember to sort of hold the camera up slightly. So it's obviously a different view. You can see whether you like the look of this lens. I think this lens is really quite handy, especially when you're trying to do what we call B-roll shots of locations or buildings and things like that. Here it is without the lens, just the normal rear facing camera. Here's the same shot with the lens on. See, it's just a little bit wider. Now, what I do like about this lens, it means that I can hold the phone much closer to me. So it feels a little more intimate. It also means that I don't have to hold it so far away. It's a bit more comfortable to hold it like this. Also means that the microphone is much closer to my mouth, so the sound should be better. So if you can hear, there's some squawking parakeets behind me. I've also got the flight path to Heathrow above me, so here in Richmond Park it can be quite noisy. But I like this wide angle lens, so hopefully you can see a bit more of the environment that I'm in. So the Moment lens, it comes in a nice little pouch, and it's really quite secure, so it doesn't feel like it's ever going to fall out. Comes with a nice front cap and rear cap to protect the glass, so when you take it off, of course the idea is to always have a quick look to make sure that there is nothing on the lens. It's all clean and clear of any smears and any dust. So I hope you found this little video on the Moment lens useful. I'm going to continue my walk and I shall see you guys really soon.